another episode of Nothing to Everything. Going to do those 350k run days today, just to see what we can get out of it. Hopefully something nice will come of it. But recently it's just been a lot of blue items and blue only. So I haven't really had the best extraordinary luck. But let's go. These daily sponsor tasks are completely pointless because they don't even do anything. So that's why they're incredibly long and completely pointless. So that's why I don't do them. Right, Career Plus Desert. Let's go. Let's have a good few runs today. Hopefully it'll be quite good. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now we don't have the lives that we need. Let's keep going. Right, whoa. Okay. That was a big drop. I didn't get much pop off of that and I thought I was going to die. Just going to break. Hey, there we go. Just going to break so I don't get my extra life back because I need to not be doing that. Ooh, that was close. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to talk about today. I was going to say something. Ooh, that was close. And then I had no idea what to say. I mean, like, I can repeat the same things over and over again where I just give tips each time that I do a farm. And I mean, that might be helpful, I don't know. You know, it might be the first time someone's watching one of the videos, who knows. But, yeah, I don't know, really. I haven't got much going on in my life, apart from, yeah, it would be Monday, right? I will be pre-recording a ton of videos because I'm going away for a week, and then I'll be back. So, I mean, I don't know about the other content stuff. I don't really know what to do for it. To like pre-record it, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to try to do something at least. Wow, give me all the fakey balance nodes and no fakey balance, how fun. Yeah, I'll be doing that, so I mean, I hope you enjoy those whenever they come out. It's just mainly going to be me doing mostly farming. I know it can get a bit repetitive because obviously it's the same thing, but it's something that needs to be done because that's how we get the items in the game. I was going to table there and it just did another no-hander. Well, that's not good, because repeated trick, less rep. Well, I don't know really how that works, the repeated trick thing, because you kind of do repeat tricks the whole time, but they do give, like, rep still. I don't know how much less it gives. It doesn't really, it's not exactly clear. But yeah, I'm going away, and then I'll be back, and then hopefully you'll enjoy the videos, and then I'll be back, and then hey, I'll almost crash. But then we'll get back to making good videos and stuff. Oh, that was pretty cool. That's a really nice little stoppie at the end of that. Right, I'll take the binoculars, even though it's kind of pointless. I don't have, sorry, my neck, extra impact, but I'll do the danger zone node anyway, because it's worth, I mean, if I bail, I bail. I would have lost either way. But the extra rep is very tempting. It's really nice. It doesn't seem like a crazy amount, but I mean, it's worth it. It's still extra rep. It just happens to be on an extremely steep node that I would like to have had better impact for, just in case there's any large drops that it wants to chuck me off of. I could have bailed, but no, it seemed to be fine. This doesn't seem too bad. That was the first big drop. I'm more worried about the finish line drop than anything. That's usually the killer. Is you'll get to the finish line, then the drop will be just insane and you'll die. But from the distance, it doesn't look too bad. It looks quite safe. That doesn't though. That was really bad. That seems to be what the steepness does. It's like, oh, we'll give you like loads of hills and then we'll just do massive drops in between. But good, like big steepness maps, or like high steepness maps, or max steepness maps, those words, they do give a lot of rep because you spend a lot of time in the air. I think this is the first time I've done like a 20, almost 18,000 flips and tricks. Is that the first time I've done that? I've got no idea. Right, we'll get wider path. I mean, we're already done with this on the next node, so I'll do this one. Why not? Let's do this. Curves don't really seem to do much. They don't even take, like, you know when I complain about getting curves in the highlands and they just take you so far off route for no reason? Curves in the desert, it's just like, oh, we'll take you slightly left and slightly right and slightly left and slightly right. That's all they seem to do, and maybe like make the hills a bit weird every now and again, but they don't really seem to do much. Like, whatever curves you get doesn't exactly matter because there's not really anything you can crash into on the way. The trees aren't like vastly dense and there isn't like stuff in the way. This is rather simple, like genuinely rather simple stuff. It's just like easy. Curves don't really make a difference. I think you get less frequent little humps, like these little bumps here. You get less frequent ones of those, but so it's not even the end of the world. Right. Got to make sure I don't cross the finish line, because I'll end up doing that by mistake. That's a big drop. That's a big one. Right, let's get 12k. I can get 13 out of this if I skid. Yep. Right, let's stop, collect, and grab our item. Right, stop, collect, and let's see. Right, 4 minutes, and we got a... I mean, it's pretty cool. If you, it does look very realistic, to be fair. The Hitwood vintage bike. It looks like a bike that someone has literally owned. I mean, that is the whole point of it. I know that, but like, it does look good. It doesn't look bad. It's like a quite nice looking bike. I'm surprised they don't have like a rain map or like a super muddy map or something where the mud makes you like slide around or something. To be honest, that's weird that that's not in the game. Like an extremely dense wooden map. I can't wait for whatever Rosie's working on for a new like game, or not new game, a new update I meant to say. Because I don't think there'll be a Descenders 2, to be honest with you. I mean, it would be cool if there was, but I doubt it. But it would be nice to have a Descenders 2. I don't know what they would change. You'd have to change a lot to make a Descenders 2. I'm not sure what you'd add, or what you'd take away, or what you'd fix, because the game's pretty flawless, to be honest with you. It isn't on console. Yeah, there is a lot of like game-breaking glitches on console, but that's just a console port. But for me, at least on here, I don't really have any issues, like at all. I don't seem to be having any. Oh, fakey balance, nice. Yeah, the game seems really solid, so yeah, I'll do this one. The game's really solid, so I don't know what they would have to change to warrant a whole new copy of a game. I mean, what would you like to see if you wanted a Descenders 2? What would be good for them to add? I know they probably won't make it, obviously, but I mean, I don't think a graphics overhaul would even be like that good of a thing. I really like the art style in Descenders. It's like cartoonish, I guess, but it's also not hyper realistic. When you get hyper realistic stuff, you sort of see how shit some of the texturing is sometimes. Like, you see the bad parts, but if you've got like a nice little style like this, quite simple, gets the point across, you can see everything that you need to see. It's nice. It's got a little charm to it. It's good. I prefer the look of this over the look of Riders Republic, because you can just see the flaws in it. That it's there, like it looks good, but it doesn't look amazing. Where this has just got an art style to it, so it looks good anyway. Right, I'll take this, even though it doesn't really do much, and I guess I'll take that. It's kind of helpful. I hope this is steep. Oh, these aren't really... Oh, I've got fakey balance. I'll do this. I completely forgot. I'm so used to not having it on a flips and tricks run. I mean, it's not super key on a flips and tricks run, because you could just do it without. It just makes it faster, like quite quick. I mean, if I got 25k here, we'd be done. But I've got no idea if that's going to be the case. I've seen some... Oh, you idiot. You absolute idiot. A good thing if I get 20k here, then I'll just move on to another node. What was I saying about Descenders 2? I've seen some people say they want motocross bikes. That makes no sense. It's a mountain biking game. Why would there be motorbikes in it? Makes zero sense. I'd like a bit more of a bike park focused type thing. Like a really big bike park that's got like a load of tasks in it. Like, say there's a grand tour, right? But for this one big bike park, I think that would be a quite cool thing to do. I mean, that could be like just be an update in this game, but I think now that they've got the if they take just the base of Descenders, like the way Descenders handles and feels is great. If they made Descenders 2 and added like a bunch of new tricks, a couple of new bikes or something, a whole load of new items would be awesome. And then like gave it a big bike park with tons of Grand Tour stuff in it, add like another couple of Grand Tours or something like that, then have more of this like procedural generation area type beat things. I mean, you could just slap the same one in again, but I suppose that wouldn't warrant it being Descenders 2, because it's just the same areas again. But I don't know, I think it would be nice to have a Descenders 2, but it's not as essential it'd just be quite cool. I wonder, it's just, oh, I don't know what the devs would do. That was really close. I mean, they want to work on something different. No, I understand that developers don't want to work on the same game for the rest of their life unless you are Rockstar Games. But yeah, I can see them working on something. It would be cool. I wonder what their next game will be. What Rage Squid's next game will be. Who will know? Who knows? Another bike, I guess. We're just gonna get a bunch of rare items, I'm thinking. There is a ton of them that I still need to get, so it's not a problem. But I mean, it's not great. It's nice to have an extraordinary, and we don't have many left, so I'm not even sure what we're missing, like, at all. Like, what is still missing from what we've got left. I don't know the full list of the extraordinaries off by my like off the top of my head, because obviously that's like over 100 items now. I think maybe close to 100, maybe like 80 odd or something. So I don't know. I wonder what they'll add soon. It'll be quite cool. Oh, we got fakey balance again. We're going to get a fakey balance node. Oh, wow. That was quite lucky. Right, let's do this nice and quick, and then we'll wrap up the video, and hope everyone's had a nice little watch and enjoyed me doing a little farm. I hope everyone's farming is going well as well, if you're doing that. I've seen a couple of people that are like, oh, you've inspired me to do my own nothing to everything. I mean, you got a lot of work to do, and you're not really getting paid for it, so, I mean, enjoy yourself. I mean, to be honest, I do enjoy making these videos. I like to farm when I've got an item to get. That makes it fun, because there's a reward at the end of it, or something to work towards. That's what makes the game fun for me. Like, I like doing collectibles and stuff in games. I think it's pretty fun. Even if I do follow a guide, I do like going around and collecting them all. It's just something that I like to do. So, I mean, it works for me. That's when Descenders gets boring, is when I don't have anything to collect, or I don't have a task to do. Then that's when, for me personally, I don't really enjoy playing the game, because it's like, what am I playing it for? I've got nothing to do on here. So that's when Descenders gets boring, and I like to play other games. Right, click this. Nice. Let's go again. It's for 19,000 off of a 2 steepness node. It's not great. Could have been a bit better. I don't know how I can make it more than that. I think it's just all the way that the node spawned. I'm not really getting high speed rep, I guess. That's probably the main reason. Yeah, would you have to be at? Like 50 for higher speed rep on top of it. And it's just keeping up with it, because I'm underneath it by a tiny bit. Like, sitting at 48 kilometers an hour isn't going to get me the extra rep. I mean, we got a little bit, like 200 extra high speed rep. Yeah, we'll get about 15,000 at the end of this, I believe. Okay, never mind, I'm wrong. Probably like 16, 17,000. 16... I guess 17. Probably not 18, no. Maybe 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, not gonna get it. Right, it'd be cool if it said 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Right, let's get this last little bit of rep, and we will call it a day for the video. Right, 62,000. Will we get an extraordinary out of this? I mean, we crossed the 60k mark. Nope. Got a higher voltage jersey though. That's cool that he got put like directly injected into the game rather than. I think I'd like my item if I did it like this. If I got an item, I'd like it to be like a collectible rather than a code. I'd much rather people farm for it than just put in a code and get it. I think that would be like cooler, especially if they added a white Lux Bike for me. That would be amazing, because I mean, it probably wouldn't even be my item. It would just be a white Lux Bike that I just asked for. But I think that would be quite cool, because I don't know, it'd just be nice to have like an item in the game. Who knows? I probably won't get one because the game's on its it's not really on its way out. I mean, if it gets another update, it probably won't be on its way out, but it seems like they're starting to calm down with the game and moving on. So who knows? I probably won't get an item, but hey ho. Right, thank you all very much for watching, and I'm going to hand you over to my member screen. Thank you very much to my money havers, Andrew, Grim, Luna, Hunter and Francis. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Subscribe for more of this stuff, and I'll see you a lot later. Goodbye.